Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Bowling in for Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Let's get straight to our top story, the growing fallout from the Hillary Clinton Emailgate scandal. To review, on March 2nd, the New York Times reported that her use of a private email account while Secretary of State may have violated federal law. It took 8 days for Mrs. Clinton to come out and attempt a public defense. Listen.
I opted for convenience to use my personal email account, which was allowed by the State Department, because I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two. Looking back, it would have been better if I'd simply used a second email account and carried a second phone, but at the time, this didn't seem like an issue.
Her response, however, only seemed to raise more questions and encourage her Republican critics.
I'm not sure how setting up your own private server is more convenient than just having an intern add an email account to your smartphone. Secondarily, she said we went through the documents. I have no idea who we is. One thing that's clear is we don't get to grade our own papers in life. We don't get to call penalties on ourselves. She doesn't get to determine what's a public record and what's a personal record. Someone else needs to do that.
Mrs. Clinton and her supporters may want nothing more than the whole thing to just go away, but few outside her camp predict it will.
It's not over. It's got legs. It's got long legs. It's got legs because the AP has now sued the State Department to get access to her emails, because 3 committees in the House are going to sue to get access or subpoena her emails, because we are now in a position where we're arguing over what is the proper meaning of the word is.
Joining us now with reaction from Washington, Republican strategist Lisa Booth, along with Democratic strategist Richard Fowler. Let me start with you, Lisa. The week, it's almost every single day of the week something new came out. The scandal that they want to go away seems to grow bigger and bigger.
Absolutely, because she keeps raising more and more questions. And look, she says this is for convenience sake, her use of private emails. But what it is a demonstration of arrogance and a demonstration of a sense of entitlement. And what she's done in the process is violated the trust of the American people. According to a poll by Vox Populi polling, 52% of Americans don't trust her. But why should they? Not only has she broken rules and regulations, but she went through great lengths to hide information from subpoenas. And look, ultimately, I think one of the biggest issues here is she might have put her national security at risk by using an unsecure server, which raises some serious questions about her lack of judgment as Secretary of State. Okay,
Richard, we're two weeks into this scandal. How is Hillary Clinton handling all the blowback?
Well, let's start off with the facts. She should have used a .gov account. She admits it. Her camp admits it. Everybody agrees with it. But I don't think there's as big of a blowback as folks make it out to be. Now, I get it. Ms. Booth is chopping at the bit to take down Hillary, because they see her as the top contender to be the next president of the United States, so they're going to destroy as fast as possible. But the truth of the matter is that the people at home don't care about this. They care about how you make ends meet.
Hold on, Richard. Why do you say I think the people at home do care about it? I can almost guarantee the people who are watching right now at home do care the way she's handling this. The fact that she went above the law, may have broken the law, definitely broke protocol to do something that she knew very well she was doing. So, Richard, I'm not sure you're right on that. Go ahead, Lisa.
Richard, I think you absolutely cannot say and try to paint this as some sort of Republican witch hunt. The fact remains that the New York Times broke the story. The Associated Press is suing Hillary Clinton. This isn't some witch hunt by Republicans. This is a big issue and a big concern.
Wait 1 second. Now, let's be very clear. She did not break any policy. She followed the same rules that Colin Powell did.
No. Stop. Richard, you can't do this.
She admits herself.
Hold on. You can't do this. You can't tell our audience that she didn't break any protocol. She broke protocol. The Obama administration developed the protocol. She herself admitted she knew about the protocol, yet she went around the protocol.
Her having a personal email wasn't a clear violation of the protocol. Colin Powell did the same thing.
But that was prior. That was prior before they changed that rule. In 2009, President Obama changed the Federal Records Act to include email.
The truth of the matter is, the 50,000 pages being reviewed by the State Department will be released to the public for public consumption. At that point in time,
the emails that she chose to give over.
Read through all the emails. But the point you made about the secure server.
But it's not all the emails.
First of all, the State Department secure server has been hacked multiple times in recent history, if my memory serves me correct. So the idea that it should have been on a secure server because it jeopardizes national security, to me, seems to be a farce at best. That's neither here nor there. I think what this boils down to is the Hillary Clinton.
Do you think it's okay for a Secretary of State to possibly be emailing about important information to the country,
all those emails have been turned over to the Department.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Hold on. Let me bring this topic up. Lisa, let me start with you on this. 2009 to 2013, Hillary Clinton's Secretary of State term. Right in the middle of that, 2012, Benghazi. Now, Hillary Clinton claims that not one single document that was sent to her or from her contained classified material. Do you believe for 1 second that during the whole Benghazi terror attack, not one classified document passed through her server?
I don't believe that at all, and that is why I think she is lying. And here, this is the biggest problem Hillary Clinton is facing. This scandal not only falls on the heels of the revelations that the Clinton Foundation accepted money from foreign governments who were lobbying the State Department. But no, wait, but this is a long-standing history of the Clintons skirting the law. We've had scandal after scandal with the Clintons. Whitewater, Monica Lewinsky. This isn't the first time that the Clintons have dealt with controversy and scandal.
Here's the thing. Once again, people are trying to tarnish her reputation, what her husband did.
She tarnished it herself.
At the end of the day, Hillary Clinton is a stateswoman. Beyond being a stateswoman, she's a former senator, and she has a record to speak on. If we want to talk about Hillary Clinton, let's talk about the merits. Let's talk about what she's done.
Let's talk about her atrocious record as Secretary of State.
You focus on Benghazi. Like, Benghazi has been solved. The select committee said there wasn't any scandal, there wasn't any cover-up.
No, that's how I was saying. I brought up Benghazi, Richard. I brought up Benghazi because I find it very difficult to believe, as Hillary Clinton claims that not one single classified document passed through her server. I find that hard to believe in light of what happened in Benghazi. Hold on for 1 second. So let's push this story forward. Start with you, Richard. How has she handled all the controversy? Is she handling it? Is she deflecting it? And will she come out of this okay?
Listen, as a strategist, I think she's made some blunders. She should have went to the press a lot earlier. And I think as her campaign, if she decides to run, ramps up, this will be fixed as part of just bringing on a team and being able to be more agile to the 24-hour news cycle. With that being said, I don't think it's damaged her as much as people want it to be. This is an inside story. This is the Beltway media industry, media society story. If you talk to the folks in Selma, Mississippi, Selma, Alabama, or Tallahassee, Florida, they care more about kitchen table issues than they do about Hillary Clinton's emails. Trust me.
Lisa, has she handled the scandal well so far?
No, she's handled it horribly. And look, the American people care about trust and transparency.
They care about eating, not emails.
And it was Hillary Clinton in 2008 that said she was one of the most transparent politicians or public figures out there. And clearly that isn't the case. So American people do care about that.
The transparency that matters is how can I pay my grocery bill and light bill, not emails.
It perpetuates a narrative of this sense of entitlement that Hillary Clinton has. And that is problematic for her politically. And not only was she a horrible candidate in her 2008 race, but we're seeing glimpses of that again.
Kitchen table issues.
Richard, you're trying to deflect from the real issue.
I'll bet you they care about both of those things, especially how a leader reacts in the times of crisis. All right, I'm going to have to leave it right there. Lisa, Richard, thank you very much. Next time.